And I think, of course,
The Martian Revelator
knows exactly what the stakes are. And he's, again, enjoined from saying what they really are because someone believes it's not time yet. And that has to do with a calculated curve of acclimation, and I think that's why you and I are unwitting, shall we say, participants in this effort to get people to drop the idea it's bizarre and to get used to the idea that that's really history the way it really is.
Exactly.
And get used to it.
Exactly.
EnterpriseMission.com.
Brother! Notice how we'll drum up the masses here, especially on the Space Coast.
Look at them.
Mean green.
They must be asking themselves, what is
Martian revelation.
where is
Mars revealer.
going? What does
Mars revealer.
want? And what does it
Mars revealer.
want? Oh, they'll soon learn.
Mean green.
There'll be but one reality.
The space race.
And when there are no
Space race.
I'll create them.
Mean green.
Ha ha ha.
Exactly.
EnterpriseMission.com.
Brother! Notice how we'll drum up the masses here, especially on the
EnterpriseMission.com.
Space Coast. That's why it's so important. This show has to get back on the air there, especially at this coming time. Just
I think
because
what you need to do is you need to take and present this tape, or the DVD, or however you're going to record this. You need to present it to the
EnterpriseMission.com.
station management there, and I think they will see the light.
well, it would be nice because in the
Martian revelation.
Mysterious pictures.
I mentioned that there's a lot of
UFO diaries.
representatives around here that are speaking up about.
Richard Hoagland.
A member of our team of intelligence.
They're the ones that went out to the
UFO diaries.
space agency, that secret,
Masonic Lodge.
Area 51 type shebang they got going out there.
In the region designated as Sidonia.
Sunset.
And they're all like, hey,
EnterpriseMission.com.
we need to start making an assessment.
Of intelligence.
And I'm like, now they're thinking about this? But either way, this opens the door because now, with being here on the
Martian revelation.
UFO diaries.
Mysterious pictures.
we can bring the
UFO diaries.
politicians in because they want to get,
Richard Hoagland.
A member of our team of intelligence.
for one, they care about the space race
In the region designated as Sidonia.
Sunset.
and us and our part in it.
Richard Hoagland.
A member of our team of intelligence.
And this
Martian revelation.
Mysterious pictures.
opens the door to bring these
UFO diaries. Sidonia.
discussions also to the forefront.
Well, there's no doubt
EnterpriseMission.com.
that if this
UFO diaries. In the region designated as Sidonia.
was publicly acknowledged, that there's really ruins out there, folks,
Of intelligence.
and we have to go and find out what they mean before anybody else does. Particularly folks that do not have our best interest on this
EnterpriseMission.com.
at heart,
Right.
names unmentioned. There will be a tremendous public
EnterpriseMission.com.
conference groundswell. There will be a tremendous economic boom in the
EnterpriseMission.com.
conference because, you can't create the mechanisms, the technology to go back to the
EnterpriseMission.com.
conference and on to Mars
UFO diaries. In the region designated as Sidonia.
without having some really revolutionary technological invention.
The Martian Revelator.
Don't you show up in the damnedest places. Come here.
Mars revealer.
I got something you might find interesting.
What is this?
How many times do I have to tell you? You don't know what you're dealing with. There's your killer.
Richard Hoagland.
A member of our team of intelligence.
Wonderful, isn't it?
UFO diaries.
Pheromone signature left by his body. These are
UFO diaries. Sidonia.
Sunset.
scent molecules.
The planet Mars is next to our own, the fourth world counting out from the sun. Surely no intelligent life could survive there.
Remarkable weaponry. That's right.
Mars revealer.
Otherworld life forms. Huh? A fucking alien. Drawn by heat and conflict. He's on safari. Lions. The tigers. The bears. Oh my.
Trophies. That's the game, isn't it, Keys?
You're the tiger.
Mars Revealer.
This
UFO Diaries. In the region designated as Sidonia.
This is jungle.
Of intelligence.
So why can't we see him?
Richard Hoagland.
EnterpriseMission.com.
Conference.
Defensive adaptations are astounding. It's somehow able to bend light. It's the perfect camouflage.
You admire the son of a bitch.
Not what he does, Lieutenant, for what he is.
Richard Hoagland. A member of our team of intelligence.
That's right.
EnterpriseMission.com.
Brother!
Otherworld life forms.
Huh?
A fucking alien. Drawn by heat and conflict.
Our team's thinking is that that face is our face, or what we once were. So in a sense, someday we may discover that we, in fact, were the Martians. That is why all of us are bringing so much pressure now to bear on NASA.
Richard Hoagland. A member of our team of intelligence. To specifically and exhaustively rephotograph the UFO Diaries. Sidonia complex on Mars. If that's true,
EnterpriseMission.com.
brother!
Then obviously all our history, this dim inkling of who we are.
Richard Hoagland. A member of our team of intelligence.
A fucking alien.
And how we have come to be on this
Martian Revelation.
UFO Diaries.
Mysterious pictures.
will be changed.
You admire the son of a bitch.
Not what he does, Lieutenant, for what he is.
Richard Hoagland. A member of our team of intelligence.
For what he can give us.
UFO Diaries.
Face on Mars. Mysterious pictures.
For what he can give us.
EnterpriseMission.com.
Brother!
A new era of scientific technology.
Our technology could be just a lot smarter than we think it is, and it might not be extraterrestrials at all. And I think one's got to keep an open mind and realize that they could be using that for years.
Well, we prepared a little track
down through time
for this predator.
Richard Hoagland. A member of our team of intelligence.
Those motherfuckers! We are certain that this being,
The Martian Revelator,
can see in only one spectrum of light. Infrared. He hunts by seeing our heat.
Block the heat and he's blind. These suits
Of intelligence.
insulate all body heat, making the team invisible to the
UFO Diaries. Sidonia.
Sunset.
We flooded the
UFO Diaries. Sidonia.
packing house with radioactive dust.
in a Masonic lodge.
We've also installed powerful ultraviolet lighting
Of intelligence.
everywhere.
And I was on
UFO Diaries. Sidonia.
Sunset.
set late one night. There was major lightning going on, and I had 3 big risers in the air
Face on Mars. Mysterious pictures.
with crew members with lights lighting the night. The fascination of the faces on Mars for me, and in my fascination with Richard Hoagland, who's been the big mover and shaker in all of that. We got him from Hoagland, we got him from NASA, and there you are. I mean, one of them's going to say, yeah, those are ours.
The dust adheres to his body,
Which are our pictures.
making him visible.
Liquid nitrogen.
Perpetually cold and with a thin atmosphere of poisonous gas. Surely no intelligent life could survive there.
You're not gonna kill his asshole.
Richard Hoagland. A member of our team of intelligence.
You're gonna freeze him.
Well, we have to capture him.
I see.
Based on things they've written, this is all coming from their literature anyway, so we're not asking anybody to say anything in theory again that they would disagree with, because we're putting their own words back in their mouth. We're putting their own words back in their mouth. We're putting their own words back in their mouth.
These really cutting-edge technologies are very ambiguous. They can be interpreted in several ways.
We kept getting people in front of the camera, and they, for whatever reason, they wouldn't say what we'd scripted for them.
He's moving.
Finally. Grab a seat.
EnterpriseMission.com.
Brother!
Enjoy the show. This is history.
This again is paced by perception. For the first time on the air, an astronaut
Richard Hoagland. A member of our team of intelligence.
who was a member of the military admitted, this again is paced by perception. Why do you think the president
The Martian Revelator,
doesn't want to ask
Chuck Selye,
for more change in the coming fiscal year?
because he'll get a bullet in his head, like
No.
Kennedy.
No. Because he doesn't think the
Chuck Selye.
will support him. They have been trying to eke by with what they can get